Hello everyone, welcome to The Children Grow. This is Adrian Esparza. According to the Huffington Post, a Texas mother of 23 was sentenced to 99 years in prison for beating, kicking, and biting her 2-year-old daughter so severely she put her into a coma due to mishaps of potty training. The child examining doctor inspected the child's hands and noticed ripped flesh from her palms. Super glue was found on a wall in the home, indicating the child's hands had been affixed to the wall and torn off. The mother, Elizabeth Escanola, says in court, quote, "I'm not a monster," unquote. She pleaded guilty. After a 5-day hearing, the judge sentenced her. Originally, her attorney hoped to receive 45 years, but after hearing the horrible abuse in the case, she was given a 99-year sentence. This means she'll never get out of jail, never have more children, cannot hurt the children she has now any longer. I believe she has 3. And it gives her daughter a chance to live, for she may have died in her mother's care. So Elizabeth's attorney claimed that after the trial was over, that the 99-year sentence was too harsh. She felt the only reason she got so many years instead of a 45-year sentence was due to attention by the national media. Usually child abuse cases that get media attention do so of how serious the crime is. We only take notice of the coverage of a caregiver doing something shocking or out of the ordinary. These are the stories that only seem to make the news. I do agree that the 99 years is a little excessive. It's not that she doesn't deserve 99 years, but if this mother has absolutely no remorse then for what she did, I would absolutely agree that she deserves to stay in jail. I don't know if her tears in court were tears of remorse or tears of frustration that she got caught. I do have a problem with her saying, "I'm not a monster," because the harm that she caused to the child is inexcusable. This child would have probably died had she not been taken away from her. Something that I personally find important about national news of a child abuse case is the omitted details that lead up to why the caregiver did what she did and what has gone so wrong in her life that she felt she needed to take it out on this little girl. We don't know the whole story. She could have been the mother could have been hurt by the child's father. She could have been hurt by people she trusted in the past. And more than likely, she's an abused victim herself. I don't mean that we should excuse her for what she did based on her past experience, but it's important for her to be rehabilitated and reflect on her life. I do have a big problem with her saying, "Only God can judge me," which I think is one of the most irresponsible things anyone can say about something very stupid they do. Saying "only God can judge me" tells me that they don't want to feel bad for things that they do. All they have to do is use God's name, use a higher power, and therefore we should leave them alone and forgive the things they do wrong. Our society does not work that way, and our legal system especially does not support this type of mentality. It tells me that they hadn't learned growing up that mistakes lead to consequences. They want their actions to go ignored and get out of a situation by saying "only God can judge me." It doesn't justify anything. It sounds like something someone irresponsible would say. For this mother using that saying while admitting her guilt to abusing her child, and then go on to say "only God can judge me," gives me mixed feelings. I don't know where I stand on sympathy for her. We also don't know the whole picture. We don't know what was going on through her head at the time of the abuse. We weren't in the room with her. We can only we can only we don't know about her past. We can only hope that she understands that we can't judge her for the things that she's done in the past. We can only judge her for the crime that she's actually committed, and give our opinions of what we think should happen to her specifically for this crime. Something that worries me, however, is that just one time that she's caught for the abuse that we know of, and I can only imagine how much other abuse that probably went on that we won't know about. No child has an obligation to grow up experiencing abuse. I'm the type of person that doesn't just focus on one area that someone does wrong. I look at a variety of factors because I believe that people can change and want to change, but reaching out for help isn't easy for whatever reason. If someone really believes hurting their child is okay, I can only guess that of many other things that have gone wrong in their life, and until those problems are fixed, they will continue to abuse others. It's not okay to go through life being angry. So here's some information on the subject of toilet training. A lot of parents don't understand that small children really want to be autonomous. They want to be proud of themselves, and they would also like their caregiver to be proud of them. A simple accomplishment, especially if it's something natural, such as using a toilet in the proper way, gives the child sufficient reward. A child should not be rewarded for something that they should do that's natural. That keeps a child stuck in the mode of dependency. Rewards and reprimands during toilet training are unnecessary and manipulative. Toilet training is psychological. It's a psychological task as well as other components that tie into it. The child needs to be physically ready, cognitively ready, and emotionally ready. If the child is not comfortable with one of these areas, or all of them, then the ultimate task will fail. If it is possible they might learn how to use the toilet, but will not reach an autonomic stage, nor will the child feel positive about the task the next time they need to go. Being physically ready means the child needs to learn to hold their urine or feces, or both, in and letting them go in the appropriate place, and positioning themselves correctly on the toilet, etc. Cognitive readiness means that the child is now confident to know when and how to go to the bathroom with little or no guidance. They also need to feel positive about the experience. Emotionally ready means the child is ready and capable of the transition from leaving the security of their diaper behind and moving forward to new experiences, to new challenges. Transitioning from using the bathroom within their clothes to using a toilet that adults use is a dramatic step, more than adult realizes. Another part of toilet training is learning how to work by a schedule. And what I mean by that is that they're used to going to the bathroom whenever they want. Now that they've started using a toilet, they actually are going to have to follow some new rules. There may be situations where they can't use the bathroom as quick as they were once used to. For example, if you're driving somewhere with your child in the car, and they obviously can't go to the bathroom in the car, they have to wait until you get to where you're going, and hopefully there will be a bathroom there for their use. In summary, toilet training it involves a huge change for a child. If the caregiver is too impatient with the child, forcing change before the child is fully ready can lead to further problems as the child grows up. They may feel they can't do something right on their own and require constant supervision or approval for tasks. Task independence is a reward to the child. They need to feel pride when mastering a new task with the enthusiasm of the caregiver. Children want to please their caregiver and please themselves. The child also has to learn to let go of old things, such as their diaper, if they're going to move ahead and not feel regretful about what they've left behind. Like learning any new skill, patience and practice is involved and highly recommended. Also keep in mind that no two children are alike, and what technique worked for one child may not work for another. This is Adrian Esparza from The Children Grow, Episode 1. Thank you for watching.